HeadTurner, enhancing viewing range and comfort of using VR and MR headsets while lying down via assisted shoulder and head actuation. Take it over.
Learning means reality headset while lying down via assisted shoulder and head actuation. Our advisor is nicely on track. Head-mounted displays free the human from traditional physical screens, enabling visual content presented in a wider range. Various kinds of applications, such as mixed reality gaming, 360-degree immersive cinema, and the multitasking scenario can be used up to hours. However, such long usage duration introduces cumulative fatigue due to the current weight of headsets and the physical stress. Fortunately, major headsets begin to support usage in back-end rested scenario with various recline angles. Lying down mode makes this available for users to experience gaming, entertainment, and the working scenario, relieving their long-term fatigue. In addition to such scenarios, in-bed applications like clinics and medical therapy were also explored, showing potential to improve accessibility. However, although lying down mode reduces the overall fatigue, it makes the head turning harder, and thus restricts the viewing range. To identify this problem, we first conducted a formative study comparing head turning in standing and lying down postures. Participants were asked to perform two types of head turning. One is to their maximum, the other is to turn a fixed angle that common headset usage involves. Totally in 8 directions, that is yaw, pitch, and diagonal directions. So we recorded the head and body rotation angles as well as the effort measured by a 7-point subjective rating and the next muscle contraction level measured by EMG signals. The results highlighted that the maximum head rotation angles are significantly decreased in both yaw and pitch directions. And the turning efforts are also significantly increased while lying down, both subjectively and objectively. To increase the viewing range, we first look into previous solutions. First, software approaches usually utilize the viewport manipulation. By adjusting the control to display ratio, it allows users to turn their head with a small physical angle while achieving a large virtual viewport rotation. However, this can lead to visual vestibular mismatch, which leads to sensory conflict. On the other hand, hardware approaches features external mobilization to physically rotate the user. This reduces the efforts required for head turning, but may introduce self-environment disorientation, as users are passively moved without actively controlling their movements. Again, leading to sensory conflict, and that is a main cause of motion sickness. So the challenge of this work is how to avoid the sensory conflict. Can you think of like a new solution or improve upon the current solutions? Okay, so to explain our system design, let's start with an analogy, an electric bicycle. So within a e-bike, the motor doesn't just move the bike on its own. Instead, it assists your pedaling only when you actively pedal. This concept is crucial because it helps maintain a natural sense of control. You are still in charge, but the system supports and enhances your efforts. So to enumerate natural human upper body rotations, we designed two independent platforms for body and head respectively. This is by observing a natural human. When we are standing, we can first rotate about our arm and then pitch our head. So we actuated the two platforms to yield in yaw direction and lifting in pitch direction according to user's head rotations. For the yawing direction, the system will enumerate the body rotation angle according to the head angle recorded from summative study. For the pitching direction, the pillow is cohesively following user's head using the distance and the angle tracking. To evaluate the performance of such approach, we designed a summative study that tests HeadTurner system in two stages. The first is the maximum head turning test, as in formative study. The later is more vivid, that we ask participants to use commercial apps with the headset, including a hemispherical video and a first-person shooter game. Both were experimented with the system turned on and off. For the maximum turning angle, our system significantly increased the head rotation in the yaw direction. As the body platform expanded more body rotation angles. However, the increase in pitch direction is not significant because the head platform was designed to provide adaptive support, allowing the user to rest comfortably, rather than altering the actual angle of the head movement. As for the real applications, by analyzing the cumulative density function of head turn angle, we found that nearly 90% head turn angles are within 50 degrees for video game and 75 degrees for FPS gaming. And our system significantly promoted longer stay time into wider rotation range, demonstrated by the curved right shift, implying that the system not only enhanced the mobility but also maintained the support. For the subjective efforts, our system significantly reduced the effort in a more dynamic scenario as in FPS gaming. Another interesting finding is that our approach not only avoided the motion sickness, but even slightly reduced the subjective rating of sickness. In conclusion, our work has three key contributions. First, we quantified the reduced viewing range and comfort of the VR module switch while lying down versus standing to understand the experience of users who need or prefer this position. Second, we proposed a novel dual subsystem approach to expand the viewing range and enhance the comfort without causing motion sickness. Third, we open source the HeadTurner's hardware and the control software so that others can develop and benefit from the system. So thanks for your listening. We appreciate Google and the National Science and Technology Council for sponsoring this work.
All right. Thank you, En-Huei. Do we have questions from the audience? I will ask a very simple question. I was wondering about the cost of building such a system. Yeah.
Oh, the cost? So the main cost of the system comes from the motion platform and the tracking system. And so it's about 2,000 to 4,000 USD dollar.
Thank you.
And we have also looked into the future that this system can be embedded into the motorized gaming chair.
Yeah. I definitely see the potential of the system. Thank you very much. Thanks.